Hey, Thinkific users, welcome to this private training on how to generate a 5-figure launch with your signature offer that's built to impact. So, who am I? My name is Maya Elious. I am the CEO of Built to Impact, which is a coaching and consulting company that helps entrepreneurs build a high end coaching business. And we primarily help our clients master their message, articulate their value, position themselves as a go to authority figure, and successfully launch their signature offer. I've been helping people build their brand online since 2008, and I'm excited to share the insights that I have so you can have a 5-figure launch. So, this training is perfect for you if you've been in your industry for years and you want to work for yourself full time, if you aren't already. If you want to create massive impact and transformation by packaging up your knowledge and skill set into a high end offer. And if you're serious about learning how to articulate your value so you can attract quality clients, students, customers, and make good money and build wealth. So, right now, your biggest problem is that you want to help people and make your business your full time job, but you're severely undercharging for your coaching or your services or your online courses. And what's also frustrating is you can likely sit down and create an amazing strategy for others, but when it comes to doing it for yourself, it feels so challenging. I totally get that. So that's why I'm here to help you with today's training. So basically, what you're looking for is a clear strategy and direction on how to increase your rates, sell your offers, and expand your impact. So I'm going to show you the process for creating a high-end offer that you feel really confident selling so you can have consistent 5-figure launches. So how does selling high-end or high ticket work? Well, there are 3 things that you need to master confidently to sell a premium signature offer. And those things are mindset, message, and market. Those are the 3 components of confidently selling your built to impact signature offer. I've been teaching this framework for years now, and this is the exact same framework that put me over the 6-figure threshold. It put me over $250,000, and it took me to 1 million and beyond in a 12-month time frame. So let's dive deep into this. So when it comes to mindset, mindset is all about being super clear on your vision and goals. Mindset is so important because it helps you to navigate in the direction that you want to go. Or if your mindset is not set up properly, it will navigate you in a path that you don't want to go. And so to have the right type of mindset in order for you to master your mindset, you want to be clear on your vision and goals. Where is it that you want to go? What are you working towards specifically? And like I said, that's what I want you to be clear on. The type of value that you bring to the table or the type of transformation you want to have in the amount of money that you want to make. You also want to think about the type of impact that you want to make. How many people do you want to be able to help this year? What do you see for your career? What do you see for your family as a result of succeeding in your career? So go ahead and write down your big picture vision. Mindset is also about committing to becoming the person that achieves your vision and your goals. So if you see yourself hitting $250,000 this year and going on more vacations with your family or being able to hire so you can free up space for yourself, what does that person look like? What were the type of commitments and sacrifices they had to make in order to become that person? Also, believing in your visions and goals is important. It's not enough to be able to write down, I want to make $12,000 this month. You have to actually believe that you can do it and that you are worthy of it. Okay. You have to believe that you can do it and that you are worthy of it. Because if you don't believe that you are worthy of the vision that you see for yourself, then you will self sabotage. People who don't believe that they are worth something always self sabotage if it comes to them. So even if you do the work and hit those goals, you won't be able to maintain those goals or surpass those goals if you don't believe that it is possible for you or if you don't believe that you are worth it. You also have to invest in your vision and goals. So you've invested by, using the Thinkific platform, which is excellent. And so you definitely want to be able to invest time, money, resources, and energy. And you want to believe that this investment is going to create an ROI for you. And then also surrounding yourself with people who have similar vision. Your environment is so important, and who you allow in your environment can definitely get you further to your vision or pull you further away from your vision. So you want to be very mindful of the people you're surrounding yourself with. I definitely suggest joining Facebook groups, joining the Thinkific Facebook group. There's other like-minded course creators in that group that you want to spend time around, and going to networking events or going to conferences where like-minded entrepreneurs are spending their time. So, speaking of mindset, here is a client of mine, Jance, and I just want to reiterate how important mindset is with her story. So, when Jance came to me, she was selling very low ticket offers, and I encouraged her to increase her rates because she knows what she's doing, and a lot of people trust her. She's built her following organically, and I really wanted her to be able to teach other people how she did what she did. So, here's what Jan said. I literally raised the price of my 6-hour VIP day by $500 yesterday, and someone just paid in full this morning. I don't know if you remember, Maya, but you told me I was being too humble when I had our first call. So I've gradually let go of some of that humility over time and stopped undercutting myself while trying to make everything so affordable for my audience. Does that sound familiar? Do you feel like you are trying to make everything affordable for your audience? So let's keep going with what Jan said. I've learned to speak more confidently about what I have to offer. I literally spent all of 2019 selling courses and digital products for $29 to $69. So the fact that you made me confident enough to get that to $997 price point was crazy. But now people are paying me over $1,000. I don't know what to do but cry tears of joy. So I want you to also see that when you have the right mindset, you can literally quantum leap into a different price point. Throughout an entire year, she was selling things for $29 to $69. And I finally got her to launch a coaching program for $1,500, and people were signing up for it. So once you get clear on the value that you bring to the table and you increase your confidence and you really believe that you can create transformation for people, you will confidently charge the price points that you deserve and take your revenue to a different level. So Jance's launch generated $20,000 in 11 days. She increased her prices, and I think, what was it, maybe about 15 to 20 people enrolled inside of her program for her to generate that 20,000, and then she made 100,000 in quarter 2 alone. So I want to see those same results for you. So now let's talk about messaging. So, messaging is about being clear on your audience, your niche, and how you position your value. So, who is it that you want to serve? And your audience is likely going to be somebody who is in a position that you were once in. And what I tell my clients is that our purpose is generally to serve people and help people get out of a position that we were once in. There's somebody stuck out there right now, and they are relying on you to create a course or a program or a service to no longer be stuck. They are relying on you to use your gifts and your expertise, your skill set, your talent to help them. And so that is who your specific audience is, somebody that you feel equipped and qualified to help based on your experiences and your skill set. And then also with messaging, you want to have a specific offer with a specific outcome. So, what I mean by that is you want to have a course or one on one coaching or a coaching program or a live event. You want to be clear on what that offer is and the specific outcome of it. So, what happens is some people will try to sell the 3-day live event or the 56-page workbook or the 6-month mastermind or whatever. They'll try to sell the time frame of it and the tangibles of it, like, oh, you'll get a workbook and calls. And what people are buying into is not necessarily the time or the type of offer it is. They're buying into what that time or what that offer can do for them. So, what is the outcome? What does the live event do for your client? What does the 6-month mastermind do for your client? What does the ebook do for your client? You want to be very clear on your specific offer. And then with messaging, you also want to use content and storytelling to build trust around your brand and your offer. And I'll talk about what that looks like tangibly. I'll show you guys exactly how I launched an offer using mindset and messaging. So here's an example of what it looks like when you nail your messaging and you get really clear on what your it thing is. So this is a client of mine, Tatiana, and I remember when she first came to me, she was pretty vague about what she wanted, and she was pretty vague about what she wanted to teach and what her offer was. And when I understood her story more and I learned some background about her experience and her expertise, I was like, we have to completely repackage your messaging and make this your it thing. And she's been operating in her zone of genius and just knocking it out the park. We've worked together for almost a year now, and she made $100,000 in 5 months. So here's what she had to say. Okay, so I don't even know how I'm saying this, but I'm almost at 15K for the month, my first 5-figure month. I mean it when I say I wasn't making a dollar before working with Maya and before the accelerator. The most beautiful part is the real impact it's had in the lives of my clients. I get on these discovery calls so excited for them because I know all they have to do is say yes. They come to me stressed and tapped out, and I know they will be able to actually breathe once we're done. My last VIP day client was crying on the call and said it has completely changed the trajectory of her life. And now we're friends. Like, what? I get to do this with people and I can make a lot of money doing it. I'm shooting for 20K for July now. Like, what? And previously my goal was 7,500. And Tatiana ended up actually closing out the month at $26,000, which was just honestly beautiful to see. And I remember her sending me a message saying, of course, I'm super excited about the money, but I'm genuinely excited that I'm operating in my zone of genius and I'm working with clients that I actually like. And so, again, that's what I want for you. This is why messaging is so important, because we want to make sure that we are attracting people and projects that we actually like. So now let's talk about the marketing aspect of this. So with your marketing, you want to use marketing to grow your list and increase your sales. You want to grow a list of people who would be interested in your online course or your coaching offer. So that way you can increase your sales. Also, with marketing, you want to make sure that you have systems and a sales strategy in place to grow your business. It's so important to be able to have some type of sales funnel, meaning you have a path where somebody who has no idea who you are can find you and then continue down a path where they learn more about you, you build that trust, and then they eventually purchase from you. And marketing is also about measuring your results to make sure that you are aligned with your vision and goals. And so I'm excited to break this down for you so it doesn't really necessarily feel like theory. So marketing is an extremely important aspect of generating money. And it's funny for me to even say that, but sometimes I think we forget that unless you are generating sales, you will not make money. And sometimes I think we get caught up in, just posting consistently for the sake of posting, but not making sure that we're actually marketing what it is that we sell. So let's talk about what effective marketing can do for your business. So this is Mecca. She is another photographer and photography educator. And she says, I finally launched and generated $16,000 extra this month. And so this is again why I say marketing is important, because Mecca and I had worked together and mapped out her entire launch strategy. And then she sat on it because she said she had major imposter syndrome. Listen, if you do not market yourself and if you do not market your offers, you're not going to make money. So it doesn't matter how long you spent mapping out your strategy. It doesn't matter how long you spent actually creating the course. If you don't market the course and sell it, you're not going to make money. So she finally launched and she generated $16,000. Can you imagine being $16,000 short because you chose not to market yourself? So I want to make sure that I'm getting it through your head that marketing yourself is extremely important. So she got 8 people to sign up for her $2,000 program and made $16,000. So these are the three components of confidently selling your offer. But I want to make sure that you have all three of these things in place, because if you're missing one, it's going to still be hard for you to generate revenue consistently. When you have mindset and messaging without marketing, you will attract a lot of fans. You'll attract the, oh my God, I love your content, but nobody actually buys from you because you're not selling. So you'll get a lot of people that are like, I love your content. I love your post. I got a lot of insight from what you said, but they'll never actually turn into customers because you did not invite them to purchase anything from you. Then, if you have mindset and marketing without the messaging, you'll attract a lot of people that have the money to buy, but they won't be the right clients. And that will be extremely frustrating. So you'll be paid, but you'll be miserable and out of alignment. These people, they have money, they've enrolled in your stuff, but you weren't able to um, articulate the exact person that you wanted to work with. And then if you have messaging and marketing without mindset, you'll attract a lot of the right people, but your lack of clarity and confidence will scare them away, or you'll be too scared to fully commit to serving them. So I've seen in instances where people, they generate a lot of leads and they get people to book discovery calls with them, but they will cancel the discovery call because they're too scared to sell on the phone, which is just, to me, just mind blowing. I think mindset is one of the most important things, because I think about the amount of people that go unserved because we don't have the confidence to show up for ourselves. So you definitely want to make sure that you master all three of these things. Now let's talk about this a little bit more from a practical standpoint. So there's a caveat to all of this, right? You need a premium signature offer that you feel confident about. So even once you master all of these components, you can have a six-figure course business or coaching business or agency. You'll have successful five-figure launches that will lead to successful five-figure months. You'll be working with clients that you actually love, and you'll be making true impact because you will be in your zone of genius doing your thing. So the caveat is that you do need a premium signature offer so that it doesn't feel like pulling teeth to get to that five-figure launch or that five-figure month. And I feel like the biggest mistake that experts make in this phase is trying to sell too many offers instead of having a leading signature offer. The biggest hindrance to 6 and 7 figure success is lack of focus, meaning you're trying to do too many things for too many people. You're trying to sell too many things and it's creating confusion. So, what I tell my clients is, can you sell 1 to 2 things really well before trying to have 3+ offers? I'm like, if you can get one of your offers to $10,000 in a month, then you're not putting enough focus into that offer. So I say, sell 1 to 2 to 3, sell 1 to 2 things really well before trying to have 3 or more offers. So here's where most people are, and you might be here right now, but we are going to transform you by the end of this training. So they have a bunch of different things. They have the freebie, they have the $25 ebook, they have the $97 course, they have the $15 printable, they have the $27 masterclass. And even if they get 40 people to buy their ebook, 10 people to buy their course, 67 people to buy their template, and 37 people to buy their masterclass, they still only generated $4,000. And can you imagine the amount of work it took to create all of this content just to create $4,000? That's a lot of people and not a lot of money. So here's what my clients do. They create high-end offers because they have the expertise to back it up. So at around $2,500 or more, here's an offer, 2,500 and 5,000. We only needed 2 people to buy the $2,500 offer and 1 person to buy the $5,000 offer, and they had a 5-figure month. So which end of the stick would you prefer to be on, where you are burnt out, working your butt off, getting a lot of people to purchase, but not creating a lot of transformation, and getting a lot of people that are like, oh, I didn't receive my ebook, or I need a refund. All these people that complain, dealing with more people for $4,000, or dealing with the right people and less people, meaning less headache, and generating $10,000. And even if, let's say, you're not quite yet ready to sell something for $5,000, even if you're like, okay, I'll stretch myself to 2,500 and I'll also have $1,000 offer. That's still only 7 people that you have to work with to generate $10,000. And what I've noticed is that a lot of people are exerting more energy to make less money and less impact. And so I don't want you to be like most people. I want you to be the high-end expert that you know you are. And I want you to start charging for the value that you provide so you can get to your 5 figures faster. So high ticket allows you to make more money and impact while exerting less energy. So I want you to see these results specifically. So hopefully everything that I gave you here tonight, you can take and apply it to your business. I gave you very practical stuff. So you definitely should be able to take what I gave you and go launch your course if you have not already, or go relaunch if you have launched in the past and you want to do it again. So here are your next steps. I want you to set a specific revenue goal. How much do you want to make this month or next month, depending on the time frame that you are catching this? How much money do you want to make this month or next month? And if you're not really sure, then ask yourself, how much money do I want to make in a year? And then divide that number by 10. And the reason we divide the number by 10 is because with the holidays, sometimes people take time off. So divide that number by 10. Even if you do work all 12 months, you'll end up just making more. So divide that number by 10 and let that be your monthly revenue goal. Then I want you to get super crystal clear on the transformation that you provide. What is the value that you are bringing to your industry? And what is it that you do that you feel you do best and nobody else is touching you on that? I want you to have that level of confidence because you're going to need it when you do start charging premium prices. I want you to create content that positions you as the best in your industry. So show testimonials, tell your story, show people your everyday life, give people an insight into your strategies onto how you think and why you think the way that you do. Start building your list with the lead magnet, whether it's a PDF or a video training or a free course. um, just create something so you can start building a list of people who will likely want to purchase from you down the road. Next, I want you to invite people to hear about your offer. Invite people to hear about your course or your program. So you can do this through sales calls or you can do it through webinar. You can even do it through any live platform on social media, but I really enjoy sales calls and webinars. Then I want you to ask those people on the sales calls and webinar if they want to enroll in your course. So enroll qualified prospects into your program and set a specific goal of how many people you want enrolling in this program. And then lastly, I want you to shoot me a message on Instagram at Maya Elious and tell me what you've learned. And even better, if you can tell me what you've earned as a result of this training. So I hope that this training served you today. I know that you are watching this because you have a course that you know can serve people, and you likely need to be increasing the price of this course. So I'm excited to see you level up, and I hope to hear from you soon.